Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Sunday Musicians Café. I'm really happy we were able to do this episode today because it was scheduled for last week and something got in the way. Musicians' life is quite crazy, but I'm really glad that we were able to do it now and really grateful to Lucilla for being able to join us today. So for the new people watching this video, this live chat, it's a little project I started in May. It's called Sunday Musicians Café, and it's a very friendly chat with my friends and musicians I met during my life, and which I find very inspirational. And it has nothing to do with followers or but the originality of each one of them is, I think, is really what give us the inspiration of carry on this life, which is musician's life. I'm really glad again and grateful for to Lucilla for joining us today. She's a good friend of mine and more important, a fantastic violinist who plays a fantastic violin, a very special one. She will tell us which violin she plays. But in the meanwhile, I would like you to really relax and have a nice Sunday afternoon with us on this half an hour little chat. Have your cup of tea, cup of coffee. I'm an espresso addict to keep up with my Italian stereotypes. Do please let me know any feedbacks if you've been following this project for a while. And I really received good feedbacks in the past few weeks and messages about this project. People giving suggestions on how to do things and also names for people to interview. And do please send me any suggestion and feedback you want. I'm really accept them with all my heart, because obviously they help me to grow, And also tell us, feel free to ask any questions during the live. We might be able to answer. If you have any curiosity on musician's life or, I don't know, violin playing or piano playing, I don't know, whatever curiosity you have, please do drop a message in the chat. Tell us where are you from and where are you listening from. It's really interesting to see that we have people from all parts of the world, and we have the United States, South America, Spain, Europe, obviously, England, sometimes China, Singapore, and it's incredible because the time difference is so unbelievable that people watching this even just for 1 minute. I'm really glad and really thankful for that. Hello from Mexico, for example. Fantastic, Lucy. Thank you, Zacharias, for your message. I know you're following quite often, so thank you so much for your support. Let's invite Lucilla and have this nice chat with her. What do you think? Let's. All good? You're enjoying this Sunday afternoon, guys?
Hello.
Hey!
Can you see me? Wait, I've got the sun in the eyes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Fantastic. How are you, Lucilla? I'm really
Good.
thankful to you for being able to join us today.
You, how is it going? Well?
Very good. Good, very good.
Good.
Yes.
And I'm very happy to be here.
Well, please, guys, let us know if you have any technical problems, and I can try to fix it in case you can see us or hear us well. Yes. But Lucilla, where are you from? Italy, right?
Yeah, I'm from Italy.
Fantastic.
Yes, we could speak Italian typically. But yeah, now I'm living in London at the moment.
Fantastic. So you now in this moment in London?
Yes, I'm in London. Yeah, in where I live, my room and my accommodation.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So me and Lucilla just shortly, we met in college, in Royal College of Music, where she's still studying and finishing this year, right? You finished.
This is my last year, yes.
Met 2 years ago, or maybe 3, I don't know.
2 years, yeah, because I arrived for the master.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Correct. So obviously, when you see an Italian, you try to connect immediately, like try to find friends and you know, the stereotype.
Big community, yes. We are a big community.
Exactly, exactly. So we met in college. She's a fantastic violinist, and we did some projects together, but not that much. I think we didn't never played together actually.
No, together. We did some orchestra projects,
Yeah,
definitely, at one point.
exactly, exactly. Some orchestra projects. It would be nice to have some chamber music in the future.
Oh,
Actually.
yes, very nice. Yes, very exciting.
Yes, it would be very nice. Okay, listen. So I think you can tell us a bit about your life, about your when did you move to England? When did you move from Italy to England?
So I started violin when I was 5. So now I'm 22. So it's quite some years now. I came in London for the master. So 2 years ago. Now I'm doing artist diploma. So this year is with my fellowship. Before I did the conservatory in Italy. And I finished in Cesena. But my main teacher was privately, also in Italy all my life. And I studied with him when I was 8. And until, I mean, even now, sometimes like only don't have a finger in or anything. So it's, but yeah, in London this is my 3rd year. So it's very nice.
But actually, this is a really interesting topic, I think. Many people don't, I mean, you realize while you study in an institution, but everybody basically, and we had a private teacher as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's very common to have 2 teachers at the same time. One is an institutional teacher, one is private,
Yeah.
like more kind of a coach. If you want to see relation with sport, for example, is a private coach, is someone that is like a personal trainer. Yes, is someone taking care of you more in the detail, right? Than actually institution just following the path that you have to prepare for the exam and whatever. Yes. So actually quite common. And you still have a private teacher?
Private, I mean, sometimes I just call my old teacher, but I mean, especially, I mean, now I don't really feel the need anymore. When I was younger, yes, that was kind of the main problem in a way of, especially of the conservatory in Italy, because I remember I was like 10, 12, and I was inside, and 1 hour lesson each week was nothing. When you are that little, so that's why with my family, I mean, my family moved because I'm from Tuscany, but we moved to the north in Ferrara to follow my teacher. And because obviously he was doing much more lessons than what I was doing actually in the conservatory. So especially in Italy, I think it's something that people from Italy, I think, would understand more in a way. We are much more used to this culture of private lessons. In England, for example, I have to say, I mean, it's the concept of the conservatory. It's slightly different. We don't have big schools. I mean, you have Rome, yes, Milan, but it's still different. For example, in college, Royal College, it's just the institution. It's very different. So you have, it's much more, you have lesson every week. Conservatory, especially the one I was, good, but didn't, especially at the younger age, is difficult. We don't have schools like manual school in England. So that's kind of the little issue.
Did you do the old?
I did the old one. Yes, that's why.
I don't know how to translate that. Vecchio ordinamento. I don't know how to translate.
Yeah, I called it old system, but it's very difficult to explain it. I have to say it's
as well, and I have to say though that the old system prepares you more on the technical side of violin if you do it well, obviously.
But but actually, I've been talking a lot about it, and I mean, the Italians, how actually it's written in the law. Yeah, I think it's one of the hardest program you can have on health, because the final exam is like just crazy. The amount of repertoire you need to have. The thing is that most of the time in Italy is not well done. People don't actually follow the law. But if it's done.
It really depends on the professor, I think. Also.
Yes, it does. Yeah, a lot.
It's a kind of old generation which is still around and sometimes not doing it properly. And but it really depends on the professors. I know there are very good professors in Italy who are giving very good lessons and stuff. And imagine this. You were saying this important thing, which is I do believe is still like this. Is the old system is much harder than the actual in terms of repertoire.
Yes.
In Genova, where I come from, Paganini, we had to prepare 6 caprices
the same.
at the end of the diploma.
Me too. six
Yeah,
and you pick them.
yeah,
I remember the thing that is very fun in the moment.
I mean, this is crazy. If you tell people caprices by heart, they look like wow, that's insane. I mean,
Yeah.
because of the competition, Paganini, so it's it's preparing you kind of for that. Very
No.
good. I saw you drinking tea, so you
Yes, I am
no.
a big
So
fan.
from Italy, England, you also
I
got.
mean, yes, I'm a big fan of tea. I have to say I've got a big collection of teas. But I also like coffee, so I don't mind both. But yeah, no, today is tea time. Yeah, I already had coffee in the morning also. So
I do actually have tea sometimes because I prefer tea with milk sometimes than coffee. And also, I have to say I'm an addict of caffeine. So if I drink a bit of tea, sometimes it's better. Listen, there are many fun texting you now in the chat. Lucilla is one of my favorite violinists from Roger. We have people saying Lucilla all the time. They love you. They love you.
I'm very happy that yes, they enjoy my playing.
That's very good. Listen, we were talking about institutions, no? And different approach that we have to education and everything. And I know you are doing a fellowship, right?
Yes, this year I'm on a fellowship by Royal College. So we are three main one. So I'm the only violinist. The other two are pianists. So the concept of the fellowship it's very peculiar, and this one is one of the interesting thing of in a way college that, for example, we don't have in Italy so much. So it's based on a project. So everybody has got different ideas. It's something that you enjoy and you think you want to give to college life and to the audience.
Yes.
So me, I'm working on synaesthesia. So it's when people hear music and they see colors.
Okay.
Specifically, I'm working on two composers. So I did the first one, I already done it in November, and it was on Messiaen. And second one,
I was about to say, because Messiaen is very famous for his synaesthesia.
I mean, yes, both of them. So the first one is Messiaen and the second one is Sibelius, because funny thing, also Sibelius had synaesthesia, which it's not so well known actually. It's very rarely said. And that one is going to be in March, the first one, and then there is going to be a second one which I'm still working on in July. So my project is mainly actually it's not just playing. So the idea of the fellowship is that you need to work, let's say, with all the departments of Royal College. So it's a more interdisciplinary, something like that. Inside. So me, I got the idea when I was last year. I did a kind of a crazy thing. I chose a module about music therapy.
Wow.
Yes, it was crazy. I was the only one coming from performance. Everybody was coming from research. But yeah, so it kind of introduced me to the topic in a way. So it was all a module about how music is used in the medical field in a way. I mean, something that I was always been interested in, but obviously this one was slightly more specific. So that's kind of how it started, and I kind of got in contact with also the with the project, and now so the idea now I'm working both with lights, with a light designer from the studios, and the idea is to bring colors in the hall. So while we are playing, so it's a kind of you play and you immersed inside colors.
By the way, I mean this is fantastic, and I'm really interested. Also, I've been reading a lot about this, and I think it's very interesting to. I wish I could have the time like you to do the fellowship.
It's very hard.
There are so many interesting things about this, and I was thinking that in the past I did a performance really weird. I'm a kind of guy that likes to talk to composers, to people that experiment a lot, and they use technology. I like technology a lot. So I'm really keen on doing musical things related to technology. And there was one guy we are talking about 5 years ago, something like this, and this guy was using I don't know how scientifically proven was that.